Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Neon Genesis Evangelion episode number 25 and 26. And this is technically the last two episodes, but there's like an alternative ending. I think it's called the end of Evangelion, I think. I think it's in the format of a movie. So today I'm going to do these two episodes. The next week I'm going to do that, the movie, and the week after that I think there is I don't know, there is a alternative like summary type of what can I say, movie which kind of like puts together each and everything that Evangelion has and adds a few more information. I don't remember its name. I think it's called Death and Rebirth or something like that. The week after the end of Evangelion, I'm going to do that because I've heard and a lot of people say that it contains a lot of information which will help me understand the series a lot better. So, like, I'll do that, and then after that, I'll be starting the new Evangelion show, the Rebuild. I think it's called the Rebuild of Evangelion or something. I think it has 2 or 3 movies out, and the fourth movie a few days ago it came out, and it's still not like in video format. It's not out. It was only out in the cinemas. So I'm going to have to wait. I have to wait for that. But the other 3 movies I'm going to complete it. So I'm going to try and complete each and everything Evangelion related. It's probably going to take 1.5 more month to complete everything Evangelion. So yeah, like I'm going to do everything, because this series itself is complicated, and like missing stuff will make it even more complicated. So like I'm trying to do each and everything related to Evangelion. So anyways, enough of that. Let's talk about the previous episode. The previous 2 episodes were so much overwhelming. I think from episode 20, like things are starting to get a bit confusing one by one episode by one episode. So I understood most of the things, but a few terms I was unable to understand. I'm sure we'll get more answers, even if it's not in these 2 episodes. I'm sure there are like a lot of more Evangelion to cover. I'm sure in some of those things I'll probably get my answer. So I'm just waiting for that. And yeah, like we got to know the main things we got to know in the previous 2 episodes was that Ray was like what can I say, some kind of a vessel. Like there's like multiple rays, from which ray is like a part of the Evangelion. There are like multiple rays. Only one of the rays had a soul, which is the ray that we know. And like this is the third ray that we know. Like the previous rays have died. The first one I think died from Dr. um, Ritsuko's mom. I forgot his name. Akagi, Dr. Akagi. From She killed her. The second ray died in the previous, in the episode, I think in 22 or 23, I cannot remember. And this is the third ray. So that, and another thing we got to know is the Kaoru. Kaoru was just like a one episode character. Like he came in one episode and died in that episode. So like that. And what is the Adam? What is the Evangelions? A lot of things we got to know, which most of them are still unclear to me, but I'm sure like everything will be clear eventually. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with episode number 25 and 26 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Let's see how these 2 episodes confuse me more. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, so here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see what more. like you know I've heard that these 2 episodes like confuse people even more, and I think the end of the Evangelion kind of answers a lot of questions. So I'm prepared to get more confused in these 2 episodes. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get prepared. Oof. All right. Reason for existing, reason to case of Shinji Ikari. Boy wish for death of boy gonna. Final angel is gone. Yeah. Oh yeah, he killed him. But Shinji Ikari is tormented. Why did you kill? Why did you kill him? Oh yeah, I was thinking like he was so scared before, like when he hurt Toji. So yeah. Oh damn, what is this? Technically, Ray is also kind of a. That's why you. Oh damn, he's getting mental breakdown. Damn. Okay. Yeah, he was talking with Misato. Hmm. Oh my god, what the? What the hell? What are you afraid? Being hated. Yeah, that's my father. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, what? What is happening? Yeah. His like his mental like balance is okay. Well, okay. Oh damn. Why do you pilot the Alpha? That's fine. But like in one episode, like he made up his own choice. Like what the fuck? Yeah, it's he's the same. He is the same. False happens. Yeah, I was saying that. Oh god. Oh, the second case of Asuka. Oh yeah, Asuka's also depressed at this moment. Everyone's depressed. What is like? Oh god. So you're seeking to find yourself in others. Separation anxiety. Attachment behavior. Third character in the case of Aina Mirai. The thing that is called Ray. Now, after knowing that like these are like clones of Ayanami, this scene really makes sense. Like Ayanami talking to herself. Okay, well that's freaky. Whose false soul was created by the human. False soul was killed. Person. Okay. That what ties them. Things that have created me. That is what ties them. They're afraid. Right. They're afraid of just your own individual. It makes me happy. Oh God. Right. You won't let me go back yet. I'd wished for that day to come, but okay. And then the instrumentality of mankind begins. The world ending. Oh God. Do you love me? Once again, Shinji Ikari. Damn, like everyone's depressed. Shape of my internet. It's the beginning of the instrumentality. What people are lacking. That's awesome. Why? Nothing. Okay, so what? We're only starting everything and then. Oh my God. What the? Quite a part that has been lost in darkness in the house. Oh my God. That's the instrumentality project? Okay, I need to see this part again after this the video ends. The meat that exists. Okay. Can it also say Search deep within myself. You want to be good. After I have my mom and be a good girl. What's the music like? Look like when I was really. Okay, well, okay, well, actually, okay, well, yeah, she said this before. She would said the same thing to Kaji as well. Okay, well, that's fooling yourself into feeling better by punishing yourself for that moment. Okay, damn. That's me. God damn. Person is the me who's putting on a performance. It's not the real me. Okay. Happy. Okay. Suit your soul temper its gates. What could that you gates do? Asuka. Okay, so they're doing this, like they're kind of okay. I'm going to talk about this later on. Hmm. That's your inner self. Yeah. That's so vigilant and all. Okay, yeah, like I kind of like suspected this. Social standpoint. You can never stop in. Hmm. Okay. Development. She's saying that to the doll. Okay. Along with the doll. What does she want? The duality of a person. Like this is like everyone has this, the duality of the other people are inside of you. Okay, okay. Part of it. Those things will become the truth. Result of everything that was done. One of them. Annihilation, a world where no one is saved. This is your world. The world where exists with time, space, and other people. So decide how to perceive and accept. And cannot be. Wish for closed world where you are alone and comfortable. Closed off. one of the many ends that could occur, and the journey towards instrumentality will continue. Okay, well, I'm guessing like this is the the instrumentality project, as I was saying. So like, is this like kind of Naruto's Infinite Tsukiyomi? Like that whole thing where, it will be like a dream world where, as like they're explaining that this is the world that you have wished for. So they were also saying that this is the Asuka within your, like within your heart. This is a part of Asuka, and Asuka was saying that, oh, so that also means that this is in my heart your part of the world as well. So it's kind of like that, isn't it? The Infinite Tsukiyomi project of Naruto. Like, kind of like in a dream world they are in. I'll check that portion out again. Like, I need to check some things. Like, okay. First of all, where is that part? Okay, where like Gendo comes in, and okay, like he says here, no, it's not that we are returning to nothingness. We are only restoring everything to its original state. And we see Disco dead. We are only returning to our mother who has been lost to this world. Okay, all souls, and then like Misato is there as well. All souls will become one and find eternal peace. Yeah, this is what I was saying, that like all souls will become one. So it's more like, as like Shinji was saying, so like it will not be like there are different types of people in the world will become one, like in literal sense. Like the world means not the world literally, but the people of the world. Like they have different souls, like there are so many people, so many souls, but everyone will become like one entity. And that's why like when they were like showing us the different portions of a person, like for example Shinji was sitting and Shinji was seeing in his world, that is in his soul, part of Ritsuko's world, that is Ritsuko's soul, and vice versa. Like for Ritsuko is a part of like in her world, in her soul, it's a part of Shinji's world or Shinji's soul. So it's like let's like like for simplicity, let's talk about the soul here. The soul is compared, like I'm comparing it to the word, so like there are different words, so it's like kind of fusing it into one world where only one soul exists. And for an individual, like he'll be a part of that world or the part of that soul, and everyone will be connected to each other. So in my world or in my soul, part of Ritsuko's soul is also there, which is true for Ritsuko's soul as well, as I'm also a part of her soul. Like I'm guessing it's something like that they're trying to explain. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but that's how I am perceiving it. Okay, let's see what this. All souls will become one and find eternal peace. That is all there is to it. And that's the instrumentality project. Yes, that's right. There's always a void, a part that has been lost in our hearts. Okay, that is what gives rise to the hunger in our hearts. Okay, hunger, I'm guessing hunger for fulfilling that void. This is what gives rise to fear and insecurity. All right, that's also true. Every single person fears that darkness in their heart and lives life trying to escape from it, to banish it, even though it will never disappear as long as we remain human. That's why you're going to bundle all human souls together. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're bundling all the human souls together into one entity. So we can compensate for the void. Okay, this is another line. So we can compensate for the void in each other. All right, so the thing that they're trying to say is like as like Risco says, that we have like empty portions in our soul, like void, which is the reason like throughout the whole life we try to fulfill it. that also gives rise to fear, insecurity, jealousy, all of the other things. So to like it will also like stop that, because like something that is lacking in our soul is fulfilled in someone else's soul, but at the same time that person might be lacking something which I have with me. Like for example, a person might be quite extremely rich, like he has his wealth and like economic wishes fulfilled, but at the same time he doesn't have any loved ones, he doesn't have any parents, or like good friends or anything. He's like lonely, he's alone. At the same time, if I am quite poor, economically, I don't have that part fulfilled, but I have my friends, my loved ones, my parents with me, that part is fulfilled. So they're doing the thing that they're trying to do is like bundle all the souls together, that we can compensate each others like lacking portions. Okay, wow, okay, I can understand it now. All right, that's really interesting. And you're just doing it, what? And you're just going to do this to everyone? Mind your own business. That's nothing more than a conspiracy to deceive us, but you've been wishing for it to happen too. Okay, like I understood, like that is the human instrumentality project. And like, and then we are seeing like as there's like giving to us like case by case what's happening. We saw Asuka's case, we saw Ritsuko's case, not Ritsuko, Misato's case, we saw Rei's case, Ayanami Rei's case, and Shinji's case. So like it's like whenever they were starting, they were saying like, for example, like Shinji was sitting, and like for example Asuka came in, and Shinji says that, oh, so this is like in my soul this is your part. And Asuka then replies that that also means that in my soul it's your your part as well. So like they're they're connected. And as like this is the first, as they said, this is the first part of the human instrumentality project, that they're all connected and they can like feel each other in their souls, and they can compensate each other's lacking bits in their souls. So yeah. And another thing that we can see is extremely common in all of them is the fake persona that they wear. For example, Misato, like not okay. Let's start with Shinji. Shinji's fake persona, as he wants everyone to like him. He wants everyone to like him. That's why he does everything that, not everyone, but technically his dad. But at that also like kind of translates into why, into that I want everyone to like me. Everyone wants that. Like I'm sure like every human has, I'm sure like most of the humans have this thing, that I want everyone to like me. Like who wants to make enemies? Like no sane person will go and pick fight with the others just for the point of like making enemies. No one does that. So everyone wants like to, for other people to be kind to us, for to be good. That's why like we whenever like we meet a new person, we like respectfully talk to them. We like kind of like act nice to them, even if like in our heart we are like even if we are kind of grumpy, we still try our best to be nice. After we are friends, we kind of show our like actual persona to them. But before that, we like act nice to others because like we want them to like us, like first impressions. So that's the thing. So here is like the same thing. Like Shinji is kind of also the same, but he's towards a little bit extreme. Like he does everything what like others say to him, especially his dad. Like get inside the Evangelion, Shinji, and Shinji says, okay dad, I'll do it. Like that's Shinji. So like that's his thing and his outer persona, as we can see. And even though he in his heart he does not want to do something, he only wants everyone to like him. That's Shinji's outer persona. Asuka's outer persona, as like she tries to act tough, she tries to act like I don't need anyone, but in her heart she needs people. As like she herself said that even though like I act like this, in my heart I am lonely. Like even though I say that I don't need anyone, in my heart I want people to look at me, to like fuss about me, to like care about me, to like be concerned about me. And like it's basically kind of the opposite of Shinji. Like Like Shinji wants everyone to like him, and but in his heart he does not like want to do like stuff that everyone tells him to do. He's quite scared, afraid of a lot of things, but he tries his best to kind of put that in the back side and like do everything the best he can do so that no one hates him. And Asuka like acts like a tough girl, but in her heart she wants everyone to like care about her, which is quite opposite. That's like Asuka's persona. Ayanami Rei's persona is it's not a persona, but it's more like she is quite conflicted about who she is. Like that's basically Ayanami Rei. Like she like knows that she is not like her soul is one, but the bodies that the like vessels that they're using. So like Ayanami kind of asks the body, like looking at the mirror, that who are you? Are you me, or like what am I? Like this is the whole thing with Ayanami Rei. Like he is conflicted about what like who she is, like that the basic thing who she is. That's the big source of confusion and confliction in Ayanami Rei's soul. So that kind of is kind of similar to this thing that I said, that she is also kind of conflicted about the persona, or about her identity. Like it's like a full-blown identity crisis as far as I can see. And then comes Misato. Misato also has an outer persona, like like she acts like a good girl and everything, and she tries to like what can I say, like her thing is a little bit more complicated. Like she hates her dad, at the same time she wants like her dad to accept him, but her dad died. That's also the reason why she like tried to look for her dad in Kaji. And like doing that kind of disgusts herself. She herself is disgusted at herself for doing that. That's why like she broke up, but at the same time she is like like didn't want that. And like it's a messed up situation. And like yeah, that's basically like Misato. Like her persona is like, as she said, that I want to be like, her outer persona is like, what can I say, like, just a sec. Mm, yeah, like her outer persona is kind of like that. Like she wants not like she wants to like she wants to hate her dad. She wants to like um like she wants nothing to do with her dad, but at the same time inside her is completely the opposite. Like she like tried looking for her dad in Kaji. That itself, that thing itself disgusts her. And even though Kaji has like himself knows that, like he told Kaji, like as far as I can remember, about her problems, and Kaji like did like like said that don't like blame yourself for that. And but at the same time like she blames herself for that thing. And uh, like her outer persona is like she wants everyone to look at her as like she is a normal person, you know but in her like in her inside, like it's like she is conflicted about the whole situation, as like she's trying to find her dad in every man that she sees, especially Kaji. So that disgusts her. That's why like when Shinji comes into her world, into her soul, she says that why are you showing Shinji this? Because like in her, like she wants everyone to look at her as a normal person, but like like all souls are connected now. Like just like how everyone can compensate each other, everyone will know the other's like innermost desire. And that really like did not like was Misato was not comfortable with that, especially when Shinji came into her world. Like Shinji looks at her as a parental figure, as far as I can see. Like as not a parental figure, but as a sister, maybe a big sister, I think. So it's like kind of like like the the familiar relationship that Shinji never had with anyone, with his dad, with her mom, with his mom died. That he tries to look at Misato like that, as a family member. I'm sure Misato also looks at Shinji as like her own little brother. So that's why like she was really like like did not like when like Shinji came and like was seeing everything that like Misato's heart had inside of her. And like she said that don't like when Shinji said don't do this, like something like that she said. And Shinji was like kind of looking at her and everything. And yeah, that's it. And in the end, like Shinji comes and Shinji says like what is this like, and then everyone kind of explains to him like this is our world now, we're all together like happy family in a single soul. Like we'll like it's weird, but I can kind of understand. This is a lot more like understandable than the previous episode. I feel like I was able to understand this episode a lot more than episode number 23 and 24, because this is quite easy to understand. Okay, so that's it. Let's get started with the next episode. Let's see what more this show brings. Like how is this going to end? Like it's like like they're in a completely like like they're in a genjutsu, as I said, like the infinite Tsukiyomi of Naruto. So yeah. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get started with the final episode of Neon Genesis Evangelion, episode number 26. And yeah, so I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, so here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Damn. Like the last episode, nothing much happened. It was like everyone was depressed. That was just it. you know and like it was really interesting as to how they made that episode, like them like sitting in their own, and like other people coming into their souls. And I'm guessing like we saw Risco's body and Misato's body, like dead. So I'm guessing, like, did Gendo shoot them? I think so. And like Gendo said another thing, which is like to Ayanami Ray, that your time has come. So I'm guessing like something is going to happen with her. Like she's some kind of trigger, about for this human instrumentality project that he was saying. Let's see. I'm sure this episode will answer my question. Okay. The year is 2016. The thing that the other words instrumentality of soul, however. Therefore, now we will take tell the story of his soul. Okay. Here. You're afraid that people won't love you. Yeah, we're all the same. That's basically it. Like everyone is like the same. Damn. Okay, yeah, that explains why you suffer. Complement one another through instrumentality. Oh, great on like great solution. I don't know. I'm living a month. Okay, for myself. Oh, different answers. Damn, this run away with. It's more painful just to run away. Okay. No one will respect me. Survival mechanism. Because if you believe that and don't won't work. Ah, damn. That can be me. Okay. That makes my life look. Okay. Wow. You're just making yourself believe that. Yeah, like he's just projecting his own. That's why I'm happy. It doesn't. Okay. Will become you. Okay. Yeah, just like me. Okay. The beast that shouted love at the heart of the world. Take care of yourself. Oh, God. Vanishing life. Start of the start of unpleasant day. Are you afraid of being insecure? Okay. Connected. Your mother? Because I'm afraid. You're not happy, are you? I want to be worth something. Okay. I want to be worth something. Yeah, that's true. The form of me that I show to others. Whoa! What the? Where do I exist? There's a distinct difference about this. Are a part of me. Okay. Together through a consciousness. Think that I feel. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like that's the main thing. Like the first thing Shinji should do is believe in himself and try to like understand himself. You're insecure. Yeah, that's basically it. He's insecure. People around you now. Environment that surrounds you. Time will keep passing for you. And change the world at any time, yeah. What the hell? Yeah, it's like more freedom. The world of freedom where there's nothing is. Yeah, the sketch, the simple sketch kind of like represents that. Like freedom and like nothing too complicated, simple. There's nothing solid enough to grab. That is freedom. Oh, he's even more simpler now. I'll give you a restriction. Oh, wow, this is. You've lost one aspect of your freedom. Now you must stand on the ground. But you feel. Okay, because a small weight has been lifted from your mind. That's your own will. The ground exists. That is the world you live in. Yeah, like it's kind of constricting, but at the same time, you're free. Changes along with the pause. Yeah. What shapes you is your mind and the world around you. This is your world. You can do what, like be anything. Well, that is reality. Space with nothing in it. Why? Yeah, like like no one is able to, yeah, like observe him. Like, that's why, like he's losing his form, like observation, quantum mechanics. Yeah, by looking at the barrier between you and the other, you visualize your own shape. You cannot see yourself unless there are other. Hmm. I exist because there are other people around. Alone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that will be like, yes, exactly. Very first other person is your mother. Exactly. Wow, that was really something. They really explained it. What the? Um, what? Child, what? What? Okay, so is this his world now? Okay, his mom is also there. And his dad as well. Gendo's like, ah. Ah. What's that background noise? Damn. Okay. Gendo is like, okay. Oh, let me guess who that transfer student is. Ayanami Ray. That's my guess. She's like, what the hell? The oldest cliche in the book, running with a bread and colliding. Oh my god, what? And the birds are nibbling. Oh god. And Asuka will slap you now. Or kick you. Damn. And incoming kick or slap or whatever. Or punch. Oh, she did not do anything. Shinji completely changed his world into a rom-com filled, like cliche filled world. So are you. Man, it's so peaceful. Oh, Misato's here. Miss Misato, she's a teacher. Damn. And the transfer student will be transferring in. Yoroko Shonen. Ah, oh, there she is. Damn. Ray's personality took a complete 180. Okay. The colors are getting a little bit distorted. This is also a possible world, definitely. Yeah, he's basically God now, like in a way. I mean, that's not a pilot, a pilot. Hmm. But I hate myself. That perceives reality. Reality for the truth. Yeah, exactly. Like, one made from a narrow perception to warped truth. Try to see things through the truths that other people have given you. Yeah, but other people feels like, yeah, exactly. Like different people have different type of way to see the world. The truth within people, that is how solid the. Yeah, you're merely not used to be enough. Exactly. That's basically it. Okay, yeah. Maybe I can learn to like myself. Okay. Wow, what the? Damn. Tin. To my father, thank you. To my mother, farewell. And to all the children, congratulations. Whoa, that's the end? Okay, so like what happened after this? They did not show us. I'm guessing like most probably Shinji will, as you said, like as we saw, like change his perception of the world. And that will basically be like, like now that every soul is connected, like the way he looks at the world, if he changes it, his world will also change. And as he said that it might be that he will not have to pilot Evangelion, it might be that the world that he saw, that is also a possibility. So it's basically that he's going to construct his own world to live in it. I think that's what it kind of like implied in the end. Obviously I know like this is like, I think this is like another ending. There's an alternative ending, which is the end of the Evangelion, which I'm going to do the next week. Oh yeah, that's the end. So wow, that's like this episode. I have to say, like it brought like it's this episode was basically Ikari Shinji's mind. That was it, nothing else. Like the previous episode, we saw a lot of different people's perspective into it, different people's mind inside their mind. But this was basically Shinji Ikari. Like as far as like his problem is, like very simply, his problem is that he thinks that everyone hates him. And like when everyone says that no, it's just like the way you're seeing the world, no one hates you, he says that, oh, but I hate myself. Like if I hate myself, how can other people like me? Like that's his thing. So like that's his like main problem here. And as like in the end they said that if you are like unable to love yourself, you won't be able to love anyone. So you should first try to love yourself, and then comes the other things. All the people will definitely love you if you love yourself. Like that's the starting point you should like focus on. And the way they expressed the whole thing, I really like am quite impressed, especially when the colors started to fade, and they like were like showing us a world, as they said, it's a world of freedom where there's nothing restricting you. We see Shinji as a simple sketch, and then like in the next in the next scene we even see the portions that were darkened are also gone. It's a simple pencil drawing of Shinji, and it's like the most freedom that he has had. And okay, and then here it is. Just a sec. Okay, and this say that I'll give you a restriction now that they like there's so many things that you are so free, you are concerned about the whole situation. So like he wants to be free, but at the same time excess freedom makes him concerned. Like I'm sure that is like that's for every humans. Funny thing, like we say that yeah, we want freedom, like we want to do everything, but at the just like when we get that freedom, as soon as we get that freedom, we are concerned as to what to do with that freedom. So in this in this episode they say that okay, now like you're free, you're concerned about your like what you're going to do, now let me give you a restriction. And then they like make a line in the sketch, and Shinji like is on that line now. And they say that there, now you have heaven and earth. Shinji is down on his feet and like said that, but now you've lost one aspect of your freedom. Exactly, like he was floating around, he was concerned as to what to do, but now that there's a ground, he can step on it, he can stand on it, he is more secured. But at the same time he has lost an aspect of your freedom. And then you must stand on the ground. Yeah, that's the restriction now, but you feel more secure. Exactly, because a small weight has been lifted out of your mind. Yeah, like I have the earth with me, I have the land, a place to stand with me. That one small weight has been like lifted, so he is like like he is more secure now. But his freedom is restricted at the same time. And then he starts walking, and you try walking, that is of your own will. And Shinji says, this is my own will. A ground exists in the world, and that is the world you live in. But you can move around in it freely. Yeah, exactly. Like you have this kind of shackles binding you, but excuse me. But you have your own will. You can do anything with that shackle. You can try to yank it off. You can try to find a key and like open it, or you can just try to like cut that shackle with some kind of like some instrument. Like that's your freedom. Like even if you are like shackled to the ground. Okay, and another thing you can also do, you can keep that shackle on and try to move around, keeping that shackle on. Like I'm talking like I'm like taking the shackle as a thing that's restricting his freedom. Even though he is restricted, he is not as free as he used to be. He has his own free will. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I'm sure like they're also trying to say. If you wanted to, you could even change the position of the world. Exactly, you can travel. And the position of the world never stays still either. Exactly, the world is also not like still all the time. It changes along with passage of time. That means like your world changes, like every second your world changes. The person you like know today, you might like lose contact with them tomorrow. New people might come into your life that will like be like a different, completely different new world. It completely changes. Like that's the world we live in, like that's also not a constant thing. You yourself can change as well. Exactly, like just like your world changes, you can also change. You can become a more confident person, or you can become like, more scared about something. You can like try to do something productive. You can try and like, like sit, like become like, become a hikikomori, or as they say, like a shut in, like anything. You can do anything. That's like, you also change, because what shapes you is your own mind and the world around you. Yeah, exactly, like what you try to be, and what like you're like seeing everything. You're taking experience from the world, and you're like processing it into your own mind, and you can change yourself, looking at the world and looking at yourself at this, like, and you can be whatever you like, because what shapes, yeah, for this is your world. This is the form of reality that you perceive. Like there's a simple thing for this, like, I think like, yeah, like you are the protagonist of your own story. That's basically it. That's what they're trying to say. Like this is your world, this is your, what can you say, your story. You can write it whatever, like however you want to. The world outside you will change, but you can also change yourself to keep up with it, or like, like do whatever, or like go against the flow. That's your own freedom. That is reality. Like I really loved that portion, like the way they explained it, like the way, like, like they brought a world, like a pencil sketch and everything, and it was so simple. Like they explained it so in such a good, like simple way. It was really good. And another thing that like this episode like said is the way you perceive yourself. Now he's like, Shinji says that I hate myself, as like we see that he says that I hate myself and everything. And I'm sure like everyone, like, where is that portion exactly? Just a sec. Just a sec, guys, I'm trying to check. Where is that portion? Like I cannot find it, but like in this episode, like there's a portion where he is, as I said, like he's conflicted, and he thinks like, what am I? Like what exactly am I? And like they explain it in a completely quite like a unique way. They say that you are something that other people perceive you to be. Like you need people. Like he's saying that I'll be alone, but that will be just like the world will be himself. That will be it. Like if he wants to be alone, if he wants to be in his own cocoon, he himself will become the whole world, and there'll be no one to observe him. He will become a formless thing. His identity that he's trying so hard to perceive, that will be lost. So like people, like whenever there's people beside you, they look at you, they perceive you in a certain way. That's what gives an identity to you as well. You have your own identity inside you, the way you perceive yourself. There's different types of identity in other people, like the how they perceive you as well. That's also your identity. Like one person might like look at you and like perceive you to be a very kind person. Another person might look at you and like perceive you to be a very, like what can I say, a very cruel, like an inhuman type of person. Like that's their way of perceiving you. So like that's what it was saying. Like there's a thing like in like we see like in I think it's quantum physics, the Schrodinger's cat, that is like when you observe something, that becomes the reality. Like unless and until you observe something, that is not the truth. There are two possibilities. There's not only two, there are different possibilities. Like the cat is either alive or dead inside the box, unless and until you see it. When you open the box, there's only one truth that you see, and that becomes the established fact. In another parallel world, that is different. The cat might be dead, but that's a different thing. So it's basically it. Like unless and until you are observed, you know uh, you do not exist. That's basically it. So the way they explained it, like it was really interesting, I have to say. Like how they said that like you perceive yourself as something, but at the same time, like other people also perceive you. That's also part of your identity, you know so It's basically the, like they were saying that like in my soul there's a part of her, there's a part of him, there's a part of that guy as well, and at the same time in their soul I am also a part of their soul. So it's like a relationship between, like the way I am perceiving myself, other people are also giving an identity to it, like they are also contributing to it. So the way like Shinji was like thinking that like no one likes me and no one, like like I don't need anyone, like I'll like be here by myself, that will like like that will make it like no one will like observe him, and that will give a more of an identity crisis. I think like that's what they were trying to say here, and I really liked the way they explained it. And then like then like he like observe a possibility of what could have happened, like what like he could have gotten, like if he, like as I said, like as we saw, like he is the protagonist of his own story, he could have changed it in any way. And this is the path he took, the Evangelion path. It could have been a completely different path. Obviously Asuka would not be like this, but there might be someone else, who would have like come to his house and like woken him up every day. And like like he could have gone to a school where he might have like met new people, there might have been new relationships, so like that's a completely possible world, you know and now like that their souls are all the same. I'm guessing that is even more possible as to how he will perceive the world. That will become his world, because like nothing is like left. Like it's like a single, like a single soul. So it's more like the better imagination you have, the better life you're going to live, like lead after this. Like if Shinji like imagined something like that, the thing that we saw, that Asuka is his childhood friend, and like his mom and dad is there, and like he meets Ray, and Ray is like a transfer student, and like Misato is a teacher of their class, and they have fun and everything. And he said that, oh, like this is also a possibility. And they said that, yeah, like this is a like this is a possibility as well. And where is it? Yeah. And then they like, okay, just a sec, where is that? Yeah, here is it. One possibility, that's also one possibility that's in me. The me right now is not exactly who I am. All sorts of me are possible. That's right, a me that's not an Eva pilot is possible too. And Misato says that when you think of it that way, this world of reality isn't so bad. The world of reality might not be so bad, but I hate myself. It's you that perceives reality as bad and unpleasant. Yeah, like he says that I hate myself, but that's not him. That's the him that perceives reality as bad and unpleasant. Like he thinks that everything else is bad. That's why he hates himself. Like it's like a cycle. So if there's someone who loves the outside world, who loves like his surroundings, he'll definitely love himself as well. So I like, just like Misato said, that if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. That's basically it. Like the reverse is also true. If you love others, you'll also love yourself. Like, that's basically it. It's you who's mistaken reality for the truth. Yeah, your perspective on reality and the importance of your place on reality, the slightest difference in these things will exactly change the world inside the mind. There are as many truths as there are people, but there is only one truth for you. Exactly. So yeah, like that was that was what they're trying to, like that was what they were trying to say. And then like there's another thing that they say, that in like sunny day you feel good, and a rainy days you feel down. Once you've been taught that, you make yourself believe that's how you should feel, even though pleasant things can happen on rainy days too. Exactly. Like different people, like if I'm like if I've been born in a place where like what can I say, like where rain is extremely less, like rain is like something rare, whenever rain comes I would be like what can I say, extremely like happy, because it's something that I don't get. For example, in my country, there's no snow. Never. So if someday suddenly like snowfall starts happening, I'll be like elated. I'll be like, wow, snow is happening, it's so good. But at the same time, if there's a place where it's like snow every day, every time, people will get like tired of it. And whenever it will snow, like people will say, oh my god, it's snowing again, what the hell. So you see, like that's what they're trying to say, like different people, like their different experiences, that's like how they look at the world differently. Like everything is not one thing, like there's no one truth, there are different truths. Like I really liked how they like explained in these last two episodes everything. It's a delicate thing that can be completely transformed just by how you perceive something, the truth within people, that is. That's how solid the truth is for humans, exactly. Though that's what also makes people seek a deeper truth. You are merely not used to being loved by other people. Exactly. So there's no need for you to be constantly care about what other people think of you. But doesn't everybody hate me? Aska says, what are you, any stupid? You're just making yourself believe that. That's all. Like that's basically it. Like it's his mistake. His mistaken like perception of the world. And then he says, but I hate myself. Ray says, anyone who hates himself can't come to love and trust others. Exactly. Like if you trust others and love others, you'll definitely love yourself as well. I'm a gutless, hypocritical, wimpy coward. Um, See, if you understand yourself, you can be kind. I hate myself. But maybe I can learn to love myself. Maybe it's okay for me to be here. Okay, and then everything cracks and he's standing in this like weird place and everyone's clapping. Congratulations. Like, yeah, you finally understood what your fault is, what your problem is. Like this is basically Shinji coming into terms with his own fault and his own, like weird perception of the world. And like the like he understands that he can change. Like that was basically it. And that is the only thing that matters now, because like all the soul is like it's one entity. So like like if Shinji like wishes for something, like his like mental, what can I say, his mental image will reflect the world that he wants. Like as I said, like if he wants a very happy rom-com filled like life, he'll get that basically. So to get that thing, he have to start believing him in himself, love himself, and like like understand others, love others as well. So if his like inner like inner mind, inner like feelings change in a positive way, he'll get a positive world, he'll get a positive outcome. Like the way they ended it is extremely interesting. It's like an extreme open end. Like it's not just an open end, it's an extreme open end. Like this is basically like how Shinji like thinks, like after this, how Shinji like perceives the world, he'll get that world. So that's why like it was needed like his like inner world, inner trauma to be healed. If his inner like problems persisted, he would have gotten an extremely bad world, which would like his inner heart would have reflected the world, how the world would be. So like he would have like lived the same nightmare of Evangelion, like over and over again, like people dying and everything, like no one liking him or him not liking others, like this insecurity, everything. It would have been a repeat. But I'm sure like he changed his mind, he's changed his own perception of reality, and that will now like reflect into the whole world. Like it's a weird ending, but at the same time it's like a happy kind of an ending, I'm guessing. Like it's a weird ending, like mostly like it's like just like they're dreaming, but at the same time that's a happy dream. Like everyone went to sleep, everyone started dreaming, and in their dream they're getting a happy ending. That's basically it. So yeah, like okay, these two episodes like I could understand very well, extremely well, I have to say. Like I thought I would be more confused, but like they kind of like kept the ending extremely simple. I mean, I know like these two episodes are like an alternative, I think, like an ending. There's another ending which I think is canon, which is the end of Evangelion, I think. So obviously I'm going to like watch that in the next week. So let's see like how that like differs from this. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, guys, and if I'm wrong about anything, this is how I perceived the whole show. Like especially the ending of the show. So I'm quite curious as to what you guys thought about it. Like is my conclusion like is it correct the way I perceived this show? And like I'm curious as to how you guys perceive the show as well, so definitely comment down below. And yeah, guys, so that's it, guys. That was it. That was like an unexpectedly like what can I say, happy conclusion. I was thinking like everyone's going to die, and like what even is going to happen. But in a way, like kind of everyone died. Like I don't know what happened to Asuka, and like what happened to Rei and Shinji. Like what happened, we saw like Misato dead, Disco dead. So like we don't know what happened to all the characters. But in a way it's kind of a happy ending. Like everyone is happy within their mind. It's like everyone is dreaming a happy dream. That's basically it. So yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. So if you guys enjoyed my reaction, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. Comment down below anything you want to say or anything you want to share. I'll definitely be checking them out. And the next week I'll do the End of Evangelion, and as I said, like the week after that I'm going to do I think it's called Rebirth and something, like Death and Rebirth. I don't know like what it's called, but there's a like a summary of Evangelion that like I think that has a lot of important information. I'm going to do that. And the week after that I'll be starting the movie series of Evangelion, of the Rebuild series, the 3 movies. uh, so yeah, like like I'm looking forward to that as well. So like like it'll be like more like one more month of Evangelion, one more month, 1.5 month I think, of more Evangelion every week. So yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching again. And as I said, like comment down below like what your perception of this episode is, what you thought about it. And I'm quite happy with this, like an ending like this. Like like in a way, because like I thought more like it will add in a very sad way, the way it was going. So the way it ended, I think I'm pretty satisfied. Like I'm really glad that it did not like go in a completely like everyone's dead route. So that's why I'm saying that I'm quite happy about the way this ended. Like it's not as bad as I thought, like as sad as I thought it would end. So yeah. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next week with the End of Evangelion. And until then, goodbye and have a nice day.